Welcome back to La Seu Urgel in the Spanish Pyrenees for the 2019 International Canoe Federation Canoe Slalom World Championships. It's finals time. So we started off 63 nations represented here in the World Championship field, and we have now 8 nations in this 10-boat final here in La Seu Urgel in Spain. In the Northern Pyrenees, what a setting for this great World Championship final. And actually, Olympic qualification is done, so the focus now is about the individuals going for gold in the World Championships. 1992 Olympic Games here, and now into the second half of this World Championship final. France's Cédric Joly is on course. Now, Cédric is probably the youngest on the field, and very capable, though. He was world champion at junior level in 2013. He's won medals at under 23 level, and has had a couple of finals in senior competition. And it'll be interesting to see how he copes with the pressure. It looks good so far.
Yes, very smooth, keeping the boat running well, good power behind the strokes, keeping himself off the gates, going for the direct as a righty. Very nice little bounce there, keeping it moving very nicely through there. Almost a second up on the split. So
far so good for Cédric Joly of France. Now needs to line it up. Now he should be in a good position on this move under the bridge, 13 to 14, because
very nice.
On his onside he keeps his weight on the front. That's what cost David Florence a bit of time for Great Britain. He ended up on the back of the back of the boat, and didn't quite grip the eddy, and he still kept that advantage. And remember, that's an advantage over Elasegi's time, which is very competitive indeed.
Just a little bit tight into that upstream, but he manages it well.
Wow, look at the margins there. Nothing left out on the river here. Now, this is the critical move. You've got to keep the boat speed in and out of 23. He does that because if you lose that boat speed, 24 and 25 become very difficult to stay off the poles. And Cédric Joly is right on it and into first place, 90.84.
Amazing. Good work, Cédric. Oh, my goodness.
Now, what was the secret there for Cédric?
You know, honestly, I don't remember him cutting things super tightly. He just kept himself in the middle of the gates, kept himself on the good water, keeping that boat momentum going. The boat momentum is so key, and when you start to pinch yourself on the gates, you're going to have to do more work, and it's going to be harder to keep that momentum going.
Well, there we have the world champion, newly crowned Cédric Joly. Clean run, 90.84, takes gold for France.
It means everything. I had a harsh season, so I cried after making it to the final, so now it's just pure happiness.
My name is Thomas Appel. I'm the responsible kayak coach of the German Canoe Federation. I try to prepare them for the selection for the Olympic Games. The year before the Olympics, it's a special thing because of the mathematics. Just one boat will qualify for the Olympic Games, so teammates become rivals, so the rivalry between the athletes is not bad. It's some kind of thing you wish as a coach, because this rivalry pushes them forward and makes them better. Yeah, it's a hard task to get this rivalry just on the water and keep them calm when they get out on the water, because you spend so many days in this pre-Olympic year together, traveling, training. It's a hard task. To be a psychologist is part of my job as a coach, but I have to say in the German team we are working with a psychologist himself for the last 2 Olympic cycles, and we have a good experience about it. So it's a person a little bit outside of the team, so he's neutral objective, and athletes who have a problem with the pressure or they can come to him and can talk about, and yeah, it helps them, especially in the Olympic qualifying season. Marching in the stadium for the opening ceremony at the Olympics, this experience I already had 2 times. It was every time very special. Yeah, it's the point that you're working as a coach for 4 long years. Nobody cares about the cold winter days, standing on the riverbank. Everybody sees the competition season, summer, sun. Everybody has a suntan. And it looks like holiday, but it's hard work. And at the moment of the opening ceremony at the Olympics, it all comes to the bubble, and then you feel you're at the finish.
We're going to watch the women's kayak final now. Here is the lineup. And, well, we'll be led off by Mayelen Charroux, the Olympic champion for Spain, who sneaked into the final after a disappointing semi-final run, but they all start from 0. So it is next Eva Tercel of Slovenia, who has had a really consistent season. Silver overall in the World Cup 5-race series this 2019 season. And that has included, well, 4 World Cup finals from the 5 races. She was 13th at the London 2012 Olympic Games. And really, you'd expect her, the level of consistency she has, and she always looks so composed when she's paddling, to deliver something special here.
Yeah, and it looks like she's got a good advantage right now.
2.42, so it's a good start. Now she's got to stay focused, composed on this more technical section through.
Very smooth.
Wow, that's good.
It's interesting to see the different athletes that are opting for the high approach to the second upstream and the low one. The goal being obviously getting in high into the upstream, but also making sure that you've got a good angle so that you're not going to hit the wall like we saw Gregor Hedwig do.
So Slovenia already picked up a bronze medal earlier on with the men's C1, and she's maintained that advantage, 2.28. It's been trimmed a little bit. Kimberly Woods knows it's under threat there, the race leader at the moment for Great Britain. Eva Tercel, a little bit sticky in 20, but it's still looking like it's going to be our new race lead as she comes into 23.
Nice.
Wow!
This is very good. Keep it in the middle of the gates and just turn on the afterburners.
I'm not sure you would plan to take that much risk, but it's worked out for her. Eva Tercel is the race leader, 94.27. Wow, this race has suddenly come alive.
That was truly an incredible run. She really, really pulled it together in those last gates, and she found herself another 2.5 seconds. I'm not even sure where it was, but it was so smooth. She kept herself in the middle of the gates. It was key to make sure that she did that upright well. She did gain, I think, a little bit of time there. That was a very sketchy line, though, to be honest, because we've seen so many athletes do the exact same thing, and it went tragically for them. But she put the strokes in the right place and kept the momentum going where it needed to go.
That is an impressive run for Eva Tercel of Slovenia. Here is confirmation of the results. Eva Tercel of Slovenia, World Champion 2019. Jessica Fox of Australia takes silver. Luca Jones of New Zealand takes the bronze. And what a race. Look at the margins in that competition.
Actually, yeah, I was dreaming about this and thinking about becoming world champion for a long time, but now it's amazing. Yeah, I think I've been through a lot ups and downs, and this is like, it's all paid. And yeah, I'm just so happy. Yeah, after this such a great season, I had almost all finals, so I was confident. But I'm just really happy that I didn't think much before the start, just what's ahead of me about my task. And yeah, I'm just, yeah, it's superb.
Hi, my name is Mariana. I'm coming from Venezuela. I've been paddling for 3 years. I'm doing K1, C1, Wildwater, C2, all I can do. This is a dream that's been able, thanks to the ICF development program, which has helped us to improve our level and to keep spreading the sport in other countries in South America. It's incredible. It's an amazing opportunity. I feel so lucky to be here and share with all these amazing athletes. I've been asking them many questions because I talk a lot. I've been trying to get the most of these athletes and try to learn as much as possible from them, in the water and outside of the water. I think that's one of the main points about the development program. We're here to learn, but also to spread all the knowledge. Yeah, so we have to take all this information and take it back home and get more kids into this, so they can also have the opportunity to be here and fight for their dream. It's really nice to find other people with the same dream as you, even though you come from a country that's not well developed to sport. And also, I think it's nice to see how even at their level they have to fight a lot and understand that it's a long path, and that's where I want to go. I wanna be in their spot, fighting for that dream. It's on my mind every day, and I think it's possible, and I will fight a lot for that, and hopefully we'll make it for Paris.
Here is the lineup. They race in reverse order of their performance in the semi-finals. Avi Liebfrath of the United States of America will go off first, and the fastest from the semi-final, Nuria Villarubla from the home country, Spain, will go off last in the final. Now, here is a name to watch. The fastest raw time from the semi-final. It is Andrea Herzog of Germany. She managed 101.19. If she can repeat that, she will put herself in real contention to take the world title here.
Yeah, she's just 19 years old, so also one of the young paddlers. But her performance is so strong.
Two-time junior world champion, and very much capable of punching her weight at senior level. She's had 2 finals this year, and I think we talked about it in the semi-final, she's deceptively fast, isn't she?
Yeah, and now her top was incredible.
So 0.26, the deficit, that's in touch at the moment. Because as well, don't forget Nadine Voracnik had 2 touches. So Andrea needs to deliver what she was so good at in the semi-final, and so far, so good. Oh, nicely done, 13-14. She looks so effortless, doesn't she? She just looks really, she's going about her business, and at the moment it's looking good, and it's looking like, wow, 5.67 the advantage. Andrea Herzog of Germany has found the kind of pace that she found in the semi-final. Good punt off the wall, and Germany's Andrea Herzog has 3 gates to go in this World Championship final. She sneaks around 23. Now she's got to get this tricky little gate 24 out of the way, drag the bows round, and surely she is going to take the race lead here in the World Championship final. Andrea Herzog of Germany, 100.52. I don't think she can believe it. That is outstanding. And there we have the happy German supporters. Wow, well done, Andrea Herzog of Germany. And when you break that down, she's just solid, isn't she? All the way down,
Yeah.
she delivers the lines. She doesn't take too many risks. She got a bit of trouble down the bottom, but again, she kept calm and didn't panic. And look at that, 100.52. Here in these great surroundings of this Olympic Park, built for the 1992 Barcelona Olympics, and well, how it's matured over the years. But here is confirmation of the results. Andrea Herzog of Germany takes her first senior world title, and in style, 100.52. Jessica Fox, the fastest of the day, but the penalty, which means she has to settle for second.
I really can't believe it. It's just so super cool, and I don't know what happened. Yeah. At first I thought I'm too relaxed, but then it all was good, and then I was nervous at the start line. So yeah, I thought that could be a good run, and no, it was a good run. So yeah.
So we'll be straight up for the men's kayak final. Here's the start list. Let's focus on the top part of the course, because Jiri Priskovic, the world champion from 2015, the bronze medalist from the Rio Olympic Games, and Mr. Consistent from 2019 is on course.
I am really curious to see what kind of magic he can throw down on this course. He's looking focused, he's keeping things moving well, going for that extension punt that's very, very Jiri Priskovic. You know, very few athletes are willing to just extend the paddle out like that and change their grip.
Well, and he nearly needed a longer arm. He was right at the limit of his extension. 0.17, well, that is good, because Lorente had a touch on the bottom part of the course. So Jiri Priskovic, supreme on 10 and 11.
Very aggressive in that double upstream. Just maybe a little bit hung up on the exit, but now he's going very aggressively to the bounce, taking the tight line, really ducking underneath of 14, and off he goes.
So this guy has not been, well, he was off the podium once in the World Cup Series across 5 races, and that was when he came 4th. So what a performance, and look, he has got the advantage. 0.36 now. Is he going to go high risk on 20? Well, it's good.
Very direct.
David Lorente can barely look as Jiri Priskovic comes into the final upstream. Surely we're looking at the new world champion.
One last gate. Wow, just ducking right under there and letting it go. Wow.
And he almost stopped paddling again before the finish, but Jiri Priskovic takes his second world title of his career for the Czech Republic. Well done, Jiri. And, well, performance under pressure there. What a result there.
They're trying to cut the lines as much as they possibly can. We've talked a little bit about how sometimes that's not actually to your advantage, because if you get too pinched on a gate pole, it limits your ability to get that next stroke in, and you might lose a little bit of speed. But still, overall, that was really incredible finals. It was something to watch. Jiri Priskovic, world champion. That's just, he's going to be a happy man tonight. He gets to go home to his family, his new baby, and celebrate a happy father.
Well, here are the results for the men's K1 final here at the World Championships, and it is Jiri Priskovic takes gold for the Czech Republic. Spain take bronze and silver. And let's speak to Jiri Priskovic down at the finish line for the Czech Republic, our new world champion.
It's crazy. It's so nice to be a world champion right before the Olympic year, and as well as with all my family here and my little son. It's just super nice. It's been a tough battle, and I felt really good coming into this race, but the semis were like really nervous, and now I was just standing on the start. I didn't know any other times, and I just told myself that I'll put down the best run I can, I'll enjoy it, and I'm truly happy with my run and with how I've been paddling here all the World Champs, and yeah, it's nice to take the crown after Peter Kauser that won here 10 years ago.
Hello, I'm Martina Statkova. I'm from Czech Republic. I'm 21 years old and I do canoe, slalom and wildwater paddling. I came here to win a title or get a medal. I will try the best. The boats for wildwater are a little bit bigger than the slalom boats. They are around 4.5 meters long and they are really huge, and they are around 11 kilos. For a kayak, it's different than for C1. The C1 is less stable than for K1. And exactly, I think it's really easy to paddle on wildwater, but you need to have a good stability. It's much more unstable than the slalom boats. The rules of wildwater are really easy because you have around 200 meters long distance and you have just to pass this course as fast as you can. You have no upstreams, no downstreams, you have just paddle as fast as is possible. Thanks to the wildwater, you can travel around the world, you can meet a lot of people, and we are paddling mostly on nature rivers, which is a good opportunity to watch the nice nature places, and it's just a pleasure to paddle. I think all paddlers from wildwater are training on flat water because not many countries have a slalom course where we can practice. For example, in Czech Republic we have just nature rivers, flat water, but for us it's really a nice experience and a really nice thing that we can race on slalom courses. It's a little bit different. It's just really nice. We can meet a lot of people there, but for us it's not very usual to race on a slalom course because we don't have really a lot of time to practice it. So if you want to be a wildwater paddler, it's really easy. You don't have to be really strong. You don't have to have a lot of muscles. You have to enjoy paddle straight, paddle as fast as you can, and be really stable on the boat and enjoy the sport.
It's finals time in this Wildwater Canoeing World Championships. Next up to start is France's Félicia Duprat.
She just needs to keep it flat through here.
Well, she's extended that advantage now, nearly a second up on race leader Hannah Brown of Great Britain as she comes over the bottom drop. It's now about how deep can she dig into those reserves. Félicia Duprat of France takes the race lead and, well, tries to modify the course, but that doesn't matter, that's after the finish line. 0.71 the advantage.
No, it's my first big result. I'm so relieved because I'm on this circuit since maybe 5 years, and it's my first medal, and what a medal, like, world champion, wow.
Fine margins in this sport. Louis Lapointe of France, the last off, the fastest in the qualification round. Then he could well challenge. There we see our race leader. He'll have no nails left at the bottom of the course.
Oh, that was smooth through there.
Well, Lapointe takes the lead, and it's gold medal number 2 for France. And he smashes it, 58.02. 0.19 is the difference between first and third at the moment. That is the kind of tight margins that we've got. That gives us, the spectators, a real treat as we look at the world number 1 on course and arguably the favourite from Slovenia. Well, he's held on to that. It's the same as it was. So it looks like the world champion of 2018 is going to certainly stay on the podium.
That wasn't that smooth.
Wow, 1/100th of a second inside the time, and it is Snidarčić of Slovenia.
This year I won all races that I started in sprint. So I think this is number 10 and all war with quite a big margin. But this run now is quite bad. So when I crossed the finish line, I thought it would be much, much worse. And when I saw the first place for 100th of a second, I was, what? Really, really, really happy with my title. And congrats also to Felix for the second place.
But from here in La Seu, it is goodbye from me, Andy Maddock. What a setup for next year.